Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Monday, January 12th. Coming up on Cullman Today, Cullman County Schools say major building projects are moving forward. Plus, Good Samaritan Health Clinic has received a grant from Tyson Foods to help support services. And Hope Horses in Cullman is launching a capital campaign to buy its current property and expand programs. All this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Cullman County Schools this week provided an update on major construction projects across the district, with several campus upgrades moving forward on schedule. At Hanceville Middle School, a $3.3 million addition remains on track for completion in spring of this year. The project includes 6 new classrooms, a library, meeting space, and a tornado shelter designed to help handle growing enrollment while replacing one of the district's oldest buildings. Work is also continuing at the Cullman County Child Development Center, where a $2.4 million expansion is expected to wrap up in spring of 2026. Plans include 8 new classrooms with restrooms, a storm shelter, improved traffic flow, and the removal of mobile classroom units. At Good Hope, a new $9 million elementary school is being built next to Good Hope Primary and is scheduled for completion in the fall of this year. The current elementary building will be converted into a 9th grade academy to create more space at Good Hope High School. Good Samaritan Health Clinic has announced a $28,350 grant from Tyson Foods, supporting the clinic's work to provide medical care and wellness services to uninsured residents in Cullman County. Clinic leaders say the funding will help sustain day-to-day services, including primary medical care, medications, health education, and preventative care for individuals who do not have health insurance. The need remains significant locally. Good Samaritan notes that about 1 in 5 adults in Cullman County are uninsured, underscoring the importance of accessible, affordable health care options. The clinic also shared updated service numbers from the last calendar year. Good Samaritan served 545 unduplicated patients, delivered care across 3,590 patient visits, and dispensed nearly 20,000 prescriptions. The clinic estimates the value of those prescriptions at $3.9 million. Good Samaritan Health Clinic says community partnerships and private support play a key role in keeping its services available for patients who might otherwise go without care. For more information about the clinic and its services, visit GoodSamaritanCullman.com. Hope Horses, Inc., a Cullman-based nonprofit, is raising money through its Grow Hope capital campaign for a multi-phase expansion that starts with buying the property it currently leases from the Benedictine sisters. The organization has provided adaptive horseback riding for 11 years, serving children and adults with physical, cognitive, social, and emotional needs. Executive Director Kelsey Scott said Hope Horses is the only professional association of therapeutic horsemanship international accredited therapeutic riding center in North Alabama, drawing families from across the region and keeping a consistent waiting list. Phase 2 would expand programs and facilities to serve more riders, including additional adaptive lessons, field trips and camps, school partnerships for equine-assisted learning, and the potential addition of on-site physical therapy through a certified hippotherapist. Plans also include more barns, training and evaluation space, pasture land, hay storage, horses, and staff. Hope Horses serves about 30 riders a week and encourages supporters to schedule a tour. Learn more at hopehorsesinc.com. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Holly Pond ran into a defensive battle at Lawrence County Thursday night, and a big third-quarter run by the Lady Red Devils was the difference in a loss for the Lady Broncos. Sports is next. Welcome back. The Holly Pond Lady Broncos made the trip to Moulton on Thursday night and found themselves in a low-scoring, defense-first battle with the Lawrence County Lady Red Devils. Holly Pond hung around early, but a defensive third-quarter run helped Lawrence County pull away for a 39-31 win. The Lady Broncos scored first at the line and grabbed an early lead with Sadie Nail and Millie Huddleston helping Holly Pond edge in front before Lawrence County answered with a late first-quarter push. Maggie Nail knocked down a three to tie it 8-8 after one. Holly Pond stayed in control for stretches of the second quarter, going back in front on another Maggie Nail triple and adding points at the free throw line, but Lawrence County closed the half strong to take a 15-13 lead into the break. The turning point came in the third. After Holly Pond trimmed it to a 2-point game early, Lawrence County erupted with a 10-0 run to open a double-digit lead. Holly Pond kept battling and cut into it in the fourth, but the Lady Red Devils maintained separation down the stretch. For Holly Pond, Sadie Nail and Ava Thomas led the scoring with 9 points each. Maggie Nail added 8, and Huddleston finished with 5. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, Wallace State is giving students a chance to try out machining for free this spring. Plus, volunteer help is needed Saturday morning at East Cullman Baptist Association continues building its disaster relief warehouse. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. The Shirley Burden Public Library is teaming up with a former professional boxer to offer a free introductory boxing class on Wednesday, January 28th from 10 to 11 a.m. at Sweet Science Boxing Club in Hanceville. The class will be led by Spencer Swope, owner of the gym, which is located directly across the street from the library. Organizers say the session is designed as a beginner-friendly introduction to boxing for ages 8 and up with a focus on teens. Participants should meet at the library first, then walk together to the gym and arrive dressed for a workout. The class is free, but registration is required, and organizers say more than 15 children have already signed up. To register, call the library at 256-352-0685. A volunteer workday is set to continue construction on the East Cullman Baptist Association's Disaster Relief Warehouse building. The workday is Saturday, January 17th from 8 a.m. until noon at the job site next to the ECBA Ministry Resource Center. The warehouse is part of the association's disaster relief work in partnership with Alabama Baptist Disaster Relief Ministries and is intended to strengthen response efforts when storms and other emergencies hit the area. Snacks and drinks will be available for volunteers. Those who can are encouraged to bring tools, including 8 to 12-foot ladders, cordless drills, and metal cutting tools. Organizers thanked the community for previous donations of time and resources and said more work days are expected and will be announced through the association's Facebook page and email updates. Financial donations may be mailed to the East Cullman Baptist Association at 341 Alabama Highway 157 in Cullman, 35058, designated DR Building. Youth artists who live in households or receive housing-related services through the Cullman Housing Authority can enter NAHRO's National What Home Means to Me poster contest. The competition is open to ages 5 to 18 and encourages young artists living in affordable housing to create an original poster showing what home means to them. The contest has been held nationally since 2008. Entries advance through multiple rounds, starting at the regional level. 24 regional winners move on to the national competition, where 12 national winners are selected. National winners have their artwork featured in NAHRO's What Home Means to Me calendar the following year. Some winners may also receive cash prizes and a trip to Washington, D.C. For full guidelines and local submission deadlines, families can visit the Cullman Housing Authority office at 408 Cleveland Avenue Southwest or call 256-734-6171. Wallace State Community College is offering a way for students to explore machine tool technology with a free introductory level opportunity that combines hands-on machining with workplace skills employers look for. The program pairs the Alabama Career Essentials course through Wallace State Adult Education with an Intro to Machining class. Organizers say completing the Career Essentials course leads to a tuition waiver for Intro to Machining, giving students shop-based experience in the fundamentals. Participants may also have the chance to learn industry-recognized credentials, including precision measurement certifications. The mini-term runs February 17th through April 30th, with classes held Tuesday and Thursdays from 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. The deadline to apply is February 13th. Students can fill out an interest form online or contact Jennifer Lambert at 256-352-8043 or jennifer.lambert@wallacestate.edu for details. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and pay our respects to those who lost their lives this week. Mary Woods Reid, 71 of Cullman, passed away Saturday, January 10th. A celebration of life will be held Saturday, January 17th at noon at the Alston Family Farm in Addison. David Keith Brown, 60 of Cullman, passed away Wednesday, December 24th. He will be laid to rest at Etha Baptist Cemetery. There will be no formal services. Barbara Gardner, 82 of Cullman, passed away Saturday, January 10th. Visitation will be Wednesday, January 14th from noon to 2 p.m. at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home. Funeral service will follow at the funeral home with burial at Pleasant Grove Cemetery. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today will be sunny with a high near 48 and calm winds. Tonight stays mostly clear with a low around 28. Tomorrow looks sunny again with a high near 55 and a light southwest breeze picking up through the morning. Tomorrow night will be partly cloudy with a low around 37. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.